Right now, somewhere in America, someone is opening an email that starts with, "We regret to inform you." And the reason sitting behind that email is not a recession. It is not bad management. It is a piece of software that learned to do their job better than they could. That already happened to 77,999 people in tech in just the first 6 months of 2025, hundreds of people losing jobs each day. Roughly the population of a small American city gone from the workforce in 6 months. And this is not the scary part, this is the warm-up. Here is what is actually happening across the economy right now, and more importantly, exactly what to do about it if it is happening to you. Start with the obvious ones. Interpreters and translators face a 98% automation risk because real-time translation on a phone now handles conversations with almost zero delay. Medical transcription is already 99% automated. The entire profession quietly disappeared and almost nobody noticed. Programming customer service is following the same path. Most routine questions now get answered by a chatbot before a human ever picks up. Then there is the one that genuinely stings. For 15 years, the advice was, learn to code, you will always have a job. Entry-level developers writing repetitive boilerplate code are exactly the workers being replaced first. The senior engineer who directs AI tools to build pieces of a system is thriving. The junior coder doing repetitive execution, that role is shrinking fast. By 2026, AI-driven robotics will have replaced approximately 2 million manufacturing workers globally, with Oxford Economics predicting up to 20 million manufacturing jobs replaced globally by 2030. Robots do not get tired, do not take breaks, and get cheaper every year while human labor gets more expensive. Now here is where it gets uncomfortable. This is not hitting everyone equally. Employment for workers aged 22 to 25 in AI-exposed roles fell 6% between late 2022 and July 2025, while employment for workers 30 and above in those same roles grew 6 to 13%. Same job, same industry. The only difference is experience. AI is not replacing judgment built from years on the job. It is replacing the entry-level tasks that used to be how young people built that judgment in the first place. In the United States, 79% of employed women hold jobs at high risk of automation, compared with 58% of men. The next wave has already been announced publicly. Wall Street banks plan to remove approximately 200,000 jobs over the next 3 to 5 years, especially in entry-level and back-office roles. 40% of medical coding is projected to be automated. Historians face a 91% automation exposure. Bizarre, until you realize how much historical research is pattern recognition across enormous text. Zoom out, and the scale is hard to overstate. The IMF reports 40% of jobs worldwide are exposed to AI, with 60% impacted in advanced economies. Over the next decade, 47% of U.S. workers are at risk of losing their jobs to automation. Nearly 40% of companies that have adopted AI chose full automation over using AI to support existing employees. That is a choice being made in boardrooms right now. Now, let's talk about what actually protects you. Job postings for roles with high automation scores decreased 13% in the years following ChatGPT's release, while roles with high augmentation scores, where AI makes the human more capable rather than unnecessary, increased 20%. 13% down for pure repetition, 20% up for judgment paired with AI as a tool. That contrast is the entire roadmap. So ask this about your own job. Can the core of what I do be reduced entirely to a set of instructions and an expected output? If yes, that role is fragile. Does my job require interpretation, judgment in new situations, and accountability for outcomes that affect real people? If yes, that role is resilient. Execution is the easiest part of work to automate. Interpretation, judgment, and accountability are not. Here is exactly how to move toward the resilient side. Become the person who directs AI rather than competes with it. McKinsey's research consistently shows that occupations requiring managing people, applying expertise, and social interaction are the least affected by automation. The rise of building applications through plain language prompts has democratized technology creation. You don't need a computer science degree to be a citizen developer in 2026. Move toward work involving real human trust. Chatbots can answer a basic legal question. They cannot cross-examine a witness, build a litigation strategy, or navigate the gray areas of evolving regulation. Specialize rather than generalize. While general software development faces automation pressure, roles in AI system design, security engineering, and infrastructure architecture are growing faster than companies can fill them. Stack skills on top of what you already know. Job postings requiring 4 or more new skills pay up to 15% more in the UK and 8.5% more in the US. Skill stacking is a salary multiplier, not optional. If your work involves physical dexterity in unpredictable environments, robotics and physical automation are still lagging behind digital AI. Jobs requiring complex physical dexterity and real-world adaptation remain incredibly safe. AI can write flawless code. It cannot rewire a house at 2 a.m. Healthcare, education, skilled trades, and creative roles are projected to grow 15 to 25% through 2030, even as AI eliminates 85 million repetitive task roles globally. The honest summary: AI is not eliminating jobs evenly. It is eliminating tasks that can be fully described in advance and replicated identically every time. The professionals who come out ahead will be the ones who deliberately shifted their work toward the judgment, trust, and accountability that AI still cannot touch. That shift does not happen by accident. It happens because someone decided to make it happen before they were forced to. Drop your job title in the comments below. I want to give you my honest read on which parts of your role are exposed and which parts are becoming more valuable. Subscribe. We're going deeper into AI proofing strategies for specific industries next. See you in the next one.